Hi Days fans, it's Wednesday, July 7th. We just got finished watching Days. And the DeMiras are back. They're a team again.
Oh, yeah.
And those scenes between Stefano and EJ were awesome.
Stefano was like a Shakespearean actor.
Unbelievable. The writing was just amazing. And Joe Masolo.
Oh, his quotes. I had to tell you.
Unbelievable acting.
The two quotes of the day go to him. The first was when he said, "When you have a combination of family ties, physical attraction, and guilt, that is like
a recipe for disaster."
Yeah. And I mean, how much more could he nail that on the head? And then later EJ's like, "Dad, I'm not an idiot," and he's like, "I'm just in love," and he's like, "They're the same thing." And that was awesome.
But they are so tight now. You know, the team is back.
So do you think that he's referring to just the beginning stages of love, or would you and I be idiots too?
Idiots.
Yeah, we're idiots.
Total.
Let us know if you're an idiot too.
But you know who's not so much of an idiot? Nicole. She knows that EJ is bluffing. Yeah. He doesn't have anything in his hand, and she knows it, and then Steph knows, like, I'll take care of it. I'll put the pressure on her.
Yeah, but he's got a... Should we start over then?
No, go ahead.
Okay, I just hit a button.
And I had to reprimand you.
So I don't know if that means you're going to have a whole lot of work splicing now?
Yeah, but go ahead.
I'm sorry. Should we just start over?
No.
Okay. So, Stefano never does anything stupid. And to me, him going up to Nicole and saying, "Oh, well, you either need to get out of town tonight or you're going to go to jail forever." Like, why did he warn her?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
So, Stefano doing something that doesn't make sense means Stefano has a bigger motive that we are not aware of yet. And I
you think so?
I think of Stefano kind of like God. I don't question his motives. if he thinks something is for a reason, we will know in good time. Let's talk about Hope and Dr. Baker.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Baker is
he's
in
smitten.
love.
He has gotten bit by the love bug by Hope.
He hasn't gotten any action for a while, so...
For a while, ever. Have
Yeah.
we ever seen him get any action ever at all? Poor guy.
God knows what he was doing in that clinic. But little Hope lands on his lap, and he's like, yeehaw.
And Hope, wow, you had a busy day yesterday. First,
oh, my God, kissing Justin.
And I totally knew she was going to seduce him to shut him up about the wallets. Which Justin and everybody else are starting to look at her like, you're cuckoo.
Yeah.
We know you're cuckoo now.
Carly thinks she's cuckoo.
And Carly has told Bo that, and Bo respects Carly's opinion. And Bo is starting to see it too. When she was talking about Ariana being the mugger, he's like, you sound a little nuts, fancy face. You sound
But that's
like...
the real fancy face.
Yeah, but...
It doesn't cross over.
No, she's nuts all on the whole. That's what's making her have this little,
okay. I thought it was the drugs.
No, I think she's gone off her rocker a little bit, honey.
Oh, okay.
You know, all the sleeping pills in the world aren't going to make you be two personalities.
So let's jump to the little jammy love fest here.
Oh my God!
Those two are so cute.
They are so stinking adorable. And EJ, oh my God.
I'm in love with you. We better talk about that. And he's just like going in for the kiss whenever he wants. And
when she's like, "I'm confused," and he goes,
confused.
"Oh, that's
confused.
fantastic.
That's better than I loathe you."
Oh my God, you loathe me. I'll take confused. That's a huge step in the right direction. And she's just giggling over there. Oh my God.
If it was appropriate right then and there, they'd be doing it right there on the carpet of the DeMira mansion.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this picnic. I mean,
oh yeah.
When aren't picnics romantic? I mean, picnics are romantic no matter who you're going to picnic with.
True. Food always tastes better outside.
It sure does. You know what? I want to go on a picnic right now. After watching that, honey, I want to go on a picnic with you. Man. So, what else? Oh, the will thing. Okay. Friends don't tell friends that their mother's a whore. Now, when you're going to reveal some huge piece of information to a good friend, I would take this advice. Is it something they really need to know to better their life?
They were in a fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I know they were in a
fight. I don't know that
fight.
anybody that I know has actually found out that their friend's mother is a real whore. To say that your mother is a whore is an insult, but this was,
But
CIA stuff.
After he slipped it out, he did not cover up. He's like, yeah, well, I wasn't lying. Your mom is a whore. And,
well, his grandmother is involved, so I think he kind of feels that he can say that because one of his family members is sort of tied in, so
yeah,
it's like we're in this together.
He's got lots of whores in his family.
Yeah. Who else besides Kate?
Billy. Didn't Billy turn tricks at one point?
Billy? How is Billy related to him?
Billy's his grandmother's daughter.
What does that
It's
make her?
His dad's sister. His aunt.
Dad's half-sister?
It's still his aunt.
God. It's like a person on the street. Is there any blood?
Yes, they have half the blood. They could not get married.
Okay. Lonely
You better watch.
Lonely Splicer's got that all wrapped up. I know there's people out there like, I can't believe you said that.
I have a question for you, because JB and I live kind of in like little fantasy land where both our parents are still married, and JB's always saying things like step siblings and half siblings don't count, and I want to know if that's offending any of you.
No, steps, half, well,
I just
we're talking about blood.
Maybe they don't care, and then I can stop yelling at you all the time.
Hello, Max went out with Chelsea. That, you gotta like analyze it.
And we've talked about that.
And that's fine, because there's no blood. That's not what I'm talking about.
We've talked about, okay, because so I have relatives that are adopted like that, and we've talked about, I won't say their names in case they don't want to be mentioned, but we've talked about a certain cousin of mine, and if she were to date her adopted uncle, and we would think that's really gross.
Yeah. Anyway, what else are we missing? There was no Maggie stuff. That was the day before.
Yeah.
When Vivian comes over. It's all blending into one to another.
I love watching Nicole with Stefano. Those scenes are great.
Yeah.
All right, what else do we got? Okay, I'm going to do a little talk from my book real quick. I really don't know how much you want me to tell you about this book, because I don't think you're all going to read it, but I like to share.
Okay.
It's like my own little book club. So real quick, they talked, I just read the part about, when they killed off all those people and put them on the island, and they actually told 10 actors, you're fired. I knew that was like a weird time period, but that was like during the time that I was working, so I didn't catch everything. But I remember being in the grocery store thinking, what? They cannot have fired all these people. This doesn't make sense. Well, they got this new head writer at the time, the one that was doing Passions, Jim, I forgot what his name is. And they actually gave this guy Passions and Days to write at the same time. And Ken Corday's like, you really? What? No, that's not going to work. And he got like a 5-year contract that they couldn't fire him. Days could be renewed for 5 years, but they had to have this guy writing both shows.
Wow.
So they told Ken, we got this great idea. We're going to fire 10 people, and then at the end of it all, we're going to bring them all back, and it's going to be Marlene that killed them all. And Ken's like listening to this like it's a bad acid trip or something.
Did he use that word?
No, I forgot exactly what he said. It was pretty colorful. I don't think it was quite that colorful. I'll write it down later and tell you. But he's like, what? What are you talking? This is never going to work. And he had to be the one to tell all 10 people they were fired. And he had to do like the cake and the goodbye party and everything.
Oh my God.
And he said he didn't tell anyone and he didn't lie, but he thinks that they all kind of knew because he was being really kind of like he was kind of being cold. So he couldn't like betray the writers and everything, but he couldn't really. So when it came to firing Frances Reed, he couldn't just do it. So he went to her home and brought her chocolates and roses, and he's like, I gotta let you in on this secret. You're gonna be fired, but not really. And so she agreed to keep a secret, and then on the set, on the day they fired her, he gave her a diamond from Tiffany's. And,
oh, God.
And then one day, he called them all in, the whole set, and he's like, listen, I gotta tell you something. And they all came back in, and he says to Drake, Drake, what did I tell you that you were gonna say about me? And Drake's like, Drake Hogenstein. And he says, Ken, you're an asshole. And and they, they all felt that way. But the actors were amazingly
gracious.
Gracious, yeah. Because I don't understand how that could go on for 6 months. I mean, I would think people would make real life decisions thinking they would have been fired. But okay, we're going long.
Alrighty.
Okay.
That was fast. I gotta remember to do that to stop you. Alright, the couple that watches stays together.
Stays together.